What's up, guys? Good morning. It is August 16th, 17th. I think it's the 17th. I'm not good with the calendar. I don't have to look at the dates. Don't need to know that information every day. We're here. It's Wednesday. I didn't make a Monday video because nothing really got done, at least visually wise, to make a video. But these past few days, I had Jaime come by and he gave me a hand emptying out that room, which is huge. But now the house looks a little more cluttered. Though, but it's all good. Got the furnace in its location. So just to give you an idea of what happens here now, is like we'll have a furnace here, and where you see these copper pipes right here, we're gonna have a wall-mounted Insta-Hot heater. It's a style of water heater where it only works when you turn on the water and it calls for demand of hot water. Then it heats it instantly, sends it to where it needs to go. By doing this, it helps because it doesn't need gas to constantly maintain 50 gallons of water to be hot when you're ready to use it. So like overnight and stuff like that, when nobody's using hot water, you're still using gas in a traditional water tank system to heat that water. So you're essentially, it doesn't run until you need it. And then we have, of course, our happy electrical panel. There's supposed to be a certain amount of space in front of it. Hopefully it's okay. It's in the drawing that way, so who knows. Here's our mass chaos again. This is all scrap. Everything I'm finding. This is all scrap. It's aluminum. This is all aluminum track of some sort. I don't know what to do with it either. And then I have some good lighting that doesn't have rust. So let's see if we can try to reuse those somewhere. Then we have our breakdown station. Today I finally brought the power washer so we can take all these shelving units. Anything that looks like it might be worth anything. I mean, because this is, it doesn't look like much, but that's mold. You know, you got to get rid of that crap if you're going to try to sell anything. So we spent the better half of like 2 weeks going through this stuff just to find out. None of it's really worth very much money. This table saw here, it's brand new. I found all the parts for it. It's only worth 170 bucks. I can buy it brand new in Menards. You know, this is, like I said, this is all my tools to do my job. My chop saw, my table saw, and then these are the other tools that we're finding, you know, that do work. This Roto Zip Remaster. This fancy drill, Harbor Freight, only 25 bucks. I looked up this guy too, brand new, Rocky 30 trim router. It's only worth 45 bucks. And this Grizzly router, not worth very much either. And you got these death machines. I mean, really, this saw, you hear it run, it just sounds like it wants to die. And this saw doesn't even, it makes a weird noise. And these motors, I don't know what to do with them either. Who knows? So, here's the other stuff. That big lathe, miniature router table that runs off the Dremel. This mini router runs off the Dremel. I have one full-size router that's like brand new, that's functional. The sander, I hope works. This belt sander. This is actually another one of those laminate trimmers. This one's actually worth money because it's a Bosch name brand. This Craftsman thing is only worth a couple of $100, not even $100. You know, it all adds up, but to who? You know, I thought this bandsaw here, it's a cool machine. I don't have one of these. Like I said, I mentioned that before, but I don't have the space for it. It's only 250 bucks brand new. I'll buy it when I need it. So doesn't really make sense. I mean, we're holding on all stuff and it's really not worth much. Come in here. This is my plastic storage bin collection. All these bins are filled with something at one point. I mean, it's a lot of them. You know, so I am emptying a bunch of crap and getting rid of stuff. And so far, I haven't had to get another dumpster. I am gonna need one, but I'm trying to be very patient, waiting until the end for it. At the bathroom today, I'm gonna get this electrical done. What's left? It's just the electrical stuff. There's only a few things left. You know, I need to drill a hole here. I don't want to see my hand. Oh, there it is. So I can run a light right here. We need to put an outlet here, and we need to put an outlet there. Other than that, we're done with all the electrical. I have to tie in a few things, but that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Being able to check that out the list, plumbing done, electrical done. Well, plumbing can't be done until I get this electrical panel out of the shower. So I'm calling in for an inspection on Thursday or tomorrow. Hopefully they can come up Friday and walk the house with me and we can kind of just go over stuff. I know that calling for an inspection is a waste of time right now because there's so much shit that they can't see anything or where things are at. So I don't know. We'll figure it out, you know, slowly but surely. But like all this stuff, I'm going to take it outside, get it in and put it in the shed or something. And then we have the breakdown room. So remember, I had that big pile of tools that were right by the window. We went through almost all of them. And this pile here is the tools that don't work. So trying to figure out how to get a little bit of extra money by getting rid of them through the scrapyard rather than taking them and putting them in the garbage can. So now we have our chaotic pile. So these are all LED lightings. Man, there's so many dovetail jigs. You know, these jigs right here are worth money. And at least $4 or $5 a piece. Why yet so many, I don't know. This big box right here is probably going to the recycling. You know, I kind of looked at all the tools that we have that are worth of any value, and anything that's associated with those tools, from my knowledge, I kind of went through that box and put to the side. And these are all clamps. We have so many clamps. It's ridiculous. Half of them will end up in the garbage. These are all household items. I'm just going to take that whole thing over to the Goodwill. Big pipes, get the hammers and stuff. All our circular blades. A couple more motors. Handheld tools. And then the table of the mess. So even though I emptied that one room full of all those bins, I still need to put bins up, or we just need to bite the bullet already and just throw it in the garbage. It's just it's overwhelming. You know, I got these tables here. They look cool as hell, but at the end of the day, they're probably going to end up inside of the scrap bucket or the pile. You know, it's sad, but unfortunately, it's also a waste of time for me to keep moving this stuff around, and then what? Take it over to the house in Round Lake, and then what? Move it back to the house in Mundelein, or throw it out then? Just get rid of it. We're just going to start getting rid of stuff. Doesn't make sense. So, that's where we're at as far as that's concerned. You know, we got the house starting to empty out a little bit. I see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully we can get our inspections done so we can get the crawl space insulated and we can get the roof started. Looks like we're gonna end up doing it ourselves. This is where you do your homework. $6,700 just to replace the shingles, leaving the sheeting alone. I'm still in charge of doing the plywood, removing the plywood. You know, as we said, the plywood is the wrong size. It's all moldy. My mom's very sensitive nose to smelling things, so I know she won't be happy with having to smell that all the time. So we're going to go ahead and replace it. So I got an estimate for replacement, and I was so excited. I thought this guy was going to come through and he was going to be our savior and help out, and it turns out he tried to bend us over. His quote came out at $17,000. That's craziness. So I went on my own, went to go find out prices for myself, because that's like, it's impossible. This is a simple ranch house. Me and my buddies can bang this out in a weekend if I can get them drunk enough, and I can get them out of their couches. It's not that long of a job. I see these professionals do a house like this. They do 2 or 3 of them in a day. You know, people right now are just greedy. That's why it's good to know as much as you know, as much as you can. Because when it's time that you need something done and it needs to be paid for, you better have a lot of money to pay somebody, because that guy, which would be me, is going to charge you for it. We're going to get paid doing that. You don't know how to do it? Guess what? I do. I do. I'll take care of it myself. So the only thing that we are running, the only problems we're having here is pretty much time. You know, time, and materials were really short in the beginning of the project. That was kind of ridiculous, but it happens. You know, it is what it is. And, you know, that's where we're at. So I'm going to put my shoes on, get my ball cap, start going at the mess again. Love you guys. We're not going to lose momentum here. You know, we're just going to keep on plugging away until we can get some major projects done here. So I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys all. Peace out.